feel like there is a sense of, oh well, they're Japanese, so we need to be nice, and I'm just sat here going, I don't care.
Hmm.
You know, it's like there's a bigotry of low expectation, I feel like, within the FF community.
I think what for me, part of what I feel with the FF community, I feel like it could care less if you are a new player or not at times, because today I witnessed this today. I had this guy was a brand new Sage player,
Oh,
fresh gear, fresh everything. We were doing Bardam's Metal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I've not played Sage at all. This is the first time I'm playing it. Can we not do big pulls? Tank runs through the entire dungeon, not giving a shit that it's a new healer.
You probably wasn't even paying attention.
Well, that's
to
just
chat.
where, like, if you die, you die. It's like, what, you know, all right. He made
mean,
that choice.
Have you seen what was it? Was it Arthas who came up with the streamer life cycle for FF? And it's like,
so.
as long as you don't do better than your chat, you're absolutely loved. The minute you go in and do Savage and Ultimate, that's when they just turn pitchforks and try and crucify you. Because then you get like the Pyromancer meme where it's like, there's a bunch of people who would love to network and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, have you tried getting friends? And it's like, I see this in WoW, and it's like every like answer to WoW is boring is get a guild. Like, almost immediately is just get a guild.
But
not like
why does it have to be tied to the guild? Why can't it be the story? Why can't you have fun with going through the story, experience of the questing, having fun with the way that the game just opens up as you continue to explore and do stuff in the game? Why can't that be the fun that you get?
Because story's one and done. Like, the thing is, story doesn't last. Like, it's great in the moment, but what happens at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, story just doesn't last. You're not going to be on the story for 2 years. You're going to be in the raids. You're going to be in the open world. And the thing is, the open world, there's nothing in it. Hunts are the same. World bosses are almost non-existent. Fates are terrible. Like, fates have barely been touched. Like, I think we just got the fate calculator, where it's like, you need to do 100 fates in a zone. And I'm like, great. You get gems that nobody uses.
Yeah, there's so many things that they could do that would really just like bring kind of a holistic sense of kind of, you know, experience to the game.
It's why Black Desert was so addicting for me. Everything's in the open world. Everything's in the open world. Like, the housing is phenomenal. Like, you can do productions, you can, you know, set up production nodes, you can do absolutely everything, and it's like, it just felt, it's weird, right? Even though Black Desert is probably, I'd say, a very intense MMO, it felt more casual than something like WoW did. Because WoW is very casual for the open world stuff, but very hardcore for specific things.
Okay.
Whereas Black Desert felt like it was much more spread out, if that makes sense. Like, it was a lot of casual stuff that added up to being something very serious and very time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could go take that stuff and do a guild war. And then that's where all your fun would be, and that'd be PvP, however. Or you could, you know, challenge people for grind spots, or... And yeah, there was questing, and yeah, there's story, but I'm going to be honest, it's pretty terrible.
Yes! 87. Sorry.
You're good.
No. I'm never going to complain about someone who's happy that they've done something. I mean, I'll be doing that later on tonight.
I just unlocked flying in Thavnir, and then I just flew around the map, getting the entire map progress to get that last little chunk to 87.
Do they still have the ether currents?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Why can't they just get rid of them? Like, just put it at the end of the story.
Because it encourages you to explore.
Yeah, but that should be in other things. Like, it's not encouraging people to explore, it's forcing them to explore.
Try to save that guy, couldn't.
You need the ether currents. You can't go without them.
I mean, you could.
Nobody's like, to be fair, I did, and then I was just not flying for 2 years. I didn't explore the map. I just didn't bother flying at that point. You know, it was like Pathfinder.
I still have. Wow, I haven't done any of the ether currents in Elpis.
Yep.
Or no, Ultimate Thule. I haven't done any.
Brian, do you know what Pathfinder was in WoW?
No.
So Pathfinder and WoW, you needed to do almost every reputation possible within the zone, within like affiliated, and that would unlock flying, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I never did it. 2 years, didn't bother. And it was like, why? Because I don't want to. I don't want to be forced to do this thing because it's treating the game like a chore at that point. I want to go do what I want to do. I don't want to have to do chores. And do you know what they did? They ended up just making dragon riding, or what's now called dynamic flight, or something like that. Or they've changed the name again. I think it's called sky something. But it's just like they just give you flying off the bases now, and then they just design the maps for flight. But you'll never get that in Endwalker. Sorry, in FF with how they design their maps. Like they're too linear. They're too A to B. But yeah, it's like it was. FF just needs to evolve quickly if they want me back. Like,
I get anything at 87.
I see no reason to play the game outside of the free trial at this point.
Well, that's the thing. It's like for the free trial, it's like, why give them money? And it's like the fact if they had a way of you going into kind of free trial mode after you gave them the $20 or $40,